by Bill Megich. Batting first and playing left field, number 36, Blake Jacklin. Batting second, the center fielder, number 49, Andy Leader. At shortstop, batting third, number 18, Raul Gonzalez. Batting fourth at first base, number 35, Liam Wilson. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 34, Keegan Marsden. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 48, Junior Ibarra. Batting seventh at second base, number 5, Stephen Whalen. Playing third base and batting eighth, number 15, Claude Appleditch. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 23, Chet Jarvis. Pitching this afternoon for the Kitchener Panthers, number 32, Jose Vasquez. And now, the starting lineup for your Barrie Baycats, managed by Josh Matlow. Batting first, the left fielder, number 95, Noel McGarry Doyle. Batting second, the center fielder, number 9, Kenny Icho. Batting third, the right fielder, number 4, Starlin Rodriguez. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 55, Hayden Jacob. Batting fifth at second base, number 26, Adam Odd. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 5, Josh Cote. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 13, Marcel Lacasse. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 20, Victor Plaz. And batting ninth at shortstop, number 3, Carson Burns. Pitching this afternoon for your Baycats, number 62, Aiden Russell. Here are the umpires for this afternoon's contest. Calling the balls and strikes, Adam DeCare. Handling first base this afternoon, Preston Hughes, and third base, Ryan Jackson. Fans, can you please stand, if you are able to, and kindly remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Barrie's Best Mix 107.5 Cool FM is home of the $10,000 Sounds of Summer contest, where you can win $10,000 just for identifying their sound of summer. Visit 1075coolfm.com. And this afternoon, we are joined by an announcer and director of community partnerships for Cool FM. Please welcome for the ceremonial first pitch, Leanne Page. Leanne, it's your pitch.
Well, good afternoon. We're live from Vintage Throne Stadium in Springwater. It's inter-county baseball. Today, the Kitchener Panthers make their first visit of the season. A rematch of Sunday's game, this time on the home field of the Barrie Baycats. Hello again, everyone. I'm Ben Davy. Dylan Quinn joins me in the booth today. Welcome to the broadcast. These teams will know each other quite well by the end of this weekend. The Baycats have 3 of 4 games against Kitchener. This is the second game of 6 total matches this season. And Sunday's game, Dylan, between these clubs did not end well for Barrie. A 4-run 8th inning put them in an excellent position for what would have been their 3rd straight win. Leading 8-5 going into the bottom of the 9th, but the bullpen just couldn't close it out.
Yeah, it was a tough loss for the Baycats, but again, they were close the entire game, and that seems to be the story for a lot of these games lately, is the Baycats stick with it, and then towards the end of the game, just can't keep it close. But hopefully today, in game number 2 versus the Panthers, they can come out on top at home.
In that game Sunday, Adam Kahn allowed the first 2 hitters to reach base. Chris Cox came on in relief, got 2 out, but the Panthers tied it up and then walked it off on a 2-run game-winning home run by Keegan Marsden, who's in the lineup today as well for a 10-8 Baycats loss on Sunday in Kitchener. So let's take a look at that Panther lineup today. It's Blake Jacklin in left field leading off. Andy Leader is the center fielder batting second. Raul Gonzalez, the shortstop, bats third. Liam Wilson is the first baseman hitting cleanup. Keegan Marsden, the DH, bats fifth. Junior Ibarra is the catcher in the number 6 spot. Stephen Whalen at second base bats 7th. Klaus Appelvich is the third baseman batting 8th, and Jed Jarvis, the right fielder, bats 9th.
Yep, and on the hill for the Baycats, it's Aiden Russell. And it's going to be interesting, a lefty versus a lefty to lead off the game. That's going to be a huge advantage for the Baycats if they can capitalize on those lefty-lefty matchups today.
Russell into the windup. First offering is inside. We're underway at 4:07 on a mainly sunny afternoon here in Springwater Township. 23-degree game time temperature. And a little bit of a light breeze. Pretty calm right now, but it is blowing slightly in and from right to left. And this one hits a center field. Ejo over, makes the catch. And there's 1 out in the inning as we give you the defense for the Barrie Baycats behind Aiden Russell here this afternoon.
In left field, we got Noel McGarry-Doyle. In center is Kenise Ejo. Right field, Starlin Rodriguez. And in the infield at third base is Marcel Lacasse. Shortstop, Carson Burns. Second base is Adam Odd. And first base, Victor Plaz. On the mound is Aiden Russell, pitching this afternoon to Josh Cote, a catcher.
First pitch misses low, a ball. Home plate umpire today is Adam DeCare. Preston Hughes is behind the bag at first, and it's Ryan Jackson umpiring at third base today. That one bounces up to the plate, and Russell behind 2-0.
A lot of great hitters on this Kitchener team. Getting ahead in the count early is going to be a big advantage for Aiden Russell today.
Only 2 newcomers in the Kitchener lineup today that were not a part of the Panther squad last year. This one hit on the ground left side, and it's picked up by the shortstop. Burns makes the throw, and it's not in time.
Close. Very nice play, nonetheless, by Carson Burns at shortstop.
Well, ground ball didn't have a lot on it, and nothing Burns could do but move to his right and wait for that ball to arrive. By the time it did, the speedy Andy Leader had that beat out by a good margin, and he's aboard with the Panthers' first base runner of the day.
Now get this, Ben. Raul Gonzalez batting .426 with 6 home runs early in the season.
2 for 5 last night, and one of those 2 newcomers on the Panthers squad that I mentioned a moment ago, Junior Ibarra, the other one.
Already in the first inning, but this is a very big at-bat for the Baycats.
The lefty looks over at the runner, and here's the pitch. Gets the corner for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, already has 20 hits in 47 at-bats this year, does Raul Gonzalez. 20 RBIs as well.
Some good contact hitters and a lot of power in the middle of the order here. This one hit to the right side and through. That's a base hit. Leader's going to stay at second. So 2 on with 1 out here for the Panthers, and it brings up the cleanup man, Liam Wilson.
One away for the Baycats. Runners at first and second. And Liam Wilson batting .317 early on in the season. 13 hits and 16 RBIs. Also has
First baseman number 35,
6 home runs.
Wilson.
A lot of power on this Kitchener Panthers lineup.
Aiden Russell was the only lefty on this staff prior to Frank Garcez's arrival last week. 4th appearance of the season. This is his first start.
Russell, a ground ball pitcher. Would be nice to get a ground ball here. Maybe turn 2.
On the ground to third, and it's off the glove of Marcel Lacasse and into left field. Here comes Leader. Here's the tag. He's in there safely.
Wow, a close play at home. Unfortunately, no video review. Safe at home, and Kitchener scores the first run of the game. It's 1-0.
So it's an RBI for Liam Wilson.
Designated
Gonzalez
hitter
to third.
34, Keegan Marston.
Wilson took second on the throw, and the Panthers are in business here in this top of the first inning.
Yeah, and no forced play at first, so the double play is not in order.
Great effort by McGarry Doyle, who came up throwing.
Yeah, definitely made it close at home. And Keegan Morrison, the DH.
Marsden hits it on the ground to Hopper, second. Adam Ott handles that, over to first, throws the first baseman off the bag. He gets back in time, though. Victor Plaz had to come off the bag to catch that. Got back to first in time for the out. Runner scores as Gonzalez crosses home plate, make it 2-0 Kitchener.
Yeah, trading an out for a run there.
The catcher, number 48, Junior Ibarra.
Lots of ground balls from Russell today. That's going to be the story, I think, as this game progresses.
Well, Lacasse with one off his glove already this inning. Odd with errant throw there that nearly proved costly.
Yeah, Ibarra,
First pitch strike here to Junior Ibarra.
Ibarra batting .229 on the season, 8 runs, and another power hitter here with 2 home runs on the early season.
Here's the pitch from Aiden Russell. To left field. McGarry Doyle goes back at the wall, reaches up and makes the catch. Well, that'll do it, but not before the Panthers strike, and they score 2 through a half an inning. Panthers 2, Baycats coming to bat. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
For Kitchener in the first, 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base.
Okay.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
Bottom of the first inning at Vintage Throne Stadium, the Baycats come to bat with leadoff man Noel McGarry Doyle up to lead it off. Kenise Ijo in center field bats second. Starlin Rodriguez in right field bats third. Aiden Jaco is the DH in the cleanup spot. Adam Ott at second bats fifth. Josh Cote, the catcher, bats sixth. Marcel Lacasse, Victor Plaz, and Carson Burns rounding out the order for Josh Matlow.
And the first inning is brought to you by JC Unlimited Contracting. Design, supply, build, renovate, servicing Simcoe region for over a decade.
And McGarry Doyle, first pitch swinging, grounds out to the second baseman, Stephen Whalen. 1 out quickly for Jose Vasquez and the Kitchener Panthers as we take a look at the Panthers defense behind Vasquez today.
Yeah, starting in left field with Blake Jacklin, in center Andy Leader, and in right Jet Jarvis. Rounding out the infield is Klaus Appelvich, Raul Gonzalez, Stephen Whalen, and Liam Wilson. On the mound tonight is Jose Vasquez pitching to Junior Ibarra.
And the Baycats up here, first pitch swinging on Jose Vasquez. McGarry Doyle first, now Ejo as he fouls one off and is behind 0-1 in the count.
Ejo, a recent addition to this Baycats team. He's batting .235, albeit only in 17 at-bats. But this is a guy that manager Josh Matlow thinks can be a key addition to this hopefully playoff contending team.
Check to swing on the 0-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and he lifts this one to the gap, and it will drop into left center field. Blake Jacklin races over, picks it up against the fence. Ejo's got too easy. He'll hold as the throw is cut off. And it's a double for Canice Ejo with 1 out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 4, Starlin Rodriguez.
Rodriguez batting .409 as he steps into the right side of the batter's box. 2 home runs, which is tied for a lead with the Baycats. Only struck out 3 times in 22 at-bats.
So the Baycats trailing by 2 here, looking to get in business in their half of this inning as Rodriguez waggles the bat, and Vasquez will work from the stretch here with the runner at second. Ejo does not go. Here's the pitch, and he hits it to left field a long way. Up, and gone. Oh, my darling, there goes Starlin. A 2-run blast, and Barrie has tied it up with 1 swing of the bat.
What a swing from Starlin Rodriguez on that one. No doubt shot. Everybody in this stadium knew that was gone. The second it was hit off the bat.
The designated hitter, number 55.
3 home runs on the season for Starlin Rodriguez. That leads the team. And a big bomb there to put Barrie right back in a deadlock with Kitchener here early in this ball game.
You know, Ben, I'm very happy to be in the booth with you today, but Baycats fans might know when I'm not up here, I'm doing video for the Baycats, and that was a shot right there that definitely would have liked to get on video.
Kids are back there looking for that ball right now. It went a long way.
No bat flip this time for Starlin Rodriguez, as fans might know. In his first stint with the Baycats, he had a massive bat flip, which you can catch on YouTube.
This is Hayden Jaco's first official at bat, his second plate appearance as he fouls it back to the screen. He drew a walk in his lone plate appearance. Actually, check that. He was hit by a pitch.
Does have some IBL experience. In 2021, he was the Rookie of the Year with the London Majors, and as Ben mentioned, first start of the year.
Pitch sails high, and the count is even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
In that aforementioned year with the London Majors, he bat .357 in 28 at-bats with 10 hits and 1 home run.
Breaking pitch, and that just missed. Not by much. Good patience there by Jaco. Adam Odd on deck, followed by Josh Cote. And now time is called. Jaco, 26-year-old product of Coquitlam, BC. Second year into the league, as you mentioned, Dylan, broke into the IBL with the majors in 2021. Couldn't check his swing.
That was some nice breaking stuff there.
And there's 2 out in the inning.
The second baseman, number 26, Adam Odd.
Adam Odd steps into the left side of the batter's box here, number 26, the second baseman. And he's a guy who I think can be a big player for the Baycats in the 5-hole. We saw a little bit of a flash where he broke out. He had a double, a home run, and another hit. But if he can be a big player for the Baycats in the 5-hole, the ceiling really is the the moon is the ceiling for the Baycats.
Lifts this one high to left field. Blake Jacklin takes a couple of steps to his right. Near the warning track, makes the catch. So the Baycats get two on a two-run home run by Starlin Rodriguez with Kenise Ijo aboard, and we are deadlocked after an inning here at Vintage Throne Stadium. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
For Barrie, in the bottom of the first, 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Second inning we go at Vintage Throne Stadium. Dylan Quinn along with Ben Davy. A very nice Saturday afternoon here at the ballpark. And it's the bottom third of the order for the Panthers. Stephen Whalen, Klaus Appelvich, and Jet Jarvis all due up for Kitchener.
Lefty-lefty to start off the inning. Aiden Russell gets his second inning of work.
Panthers with 2 runs, but both unearned as they came on a play by Liam Wilson that went off the glove of Marcel Lacasse.
And the first batter is hit by a pitch on the first pitch of the inning. It looked like a breaking pitch there from Russell. Maybe got away from him, and we'll start the inning with a runner on first.
Looks like he's okay as he trots down to the bag, and Klaus Appelvich comes to the plate.
Third baseman, number 15, Klaus Appelvich.
Important for Russell to get a hold of this batter here and make sure he keeps at least 1 out and sets up the double play.
Swings and he misses strike 1. Appelvich got into 5 games with the Panthers last year, made the most of them, hitting .368, 19 at-bats.
Appelvich batting .222 and 18 at-bats this year, only 4 hits.
Pitch to Appelvich, and he hits it to right center field, and that is going to drop in front of the center fielder, Kenise Ijo. The 2 aboard for the Panthers here with nobody out in the second.
The right fielder, number 23, Jet Jarvis.
Third hit of the game for the Panthers, and the number 9 hitter, Jet Jarvis, comes to bat.
Yeah, and after this bat here, the lineup will turn over. Important to get hold of Jet Jarvis here and make sure it doesn't set up the bases loaded for the 1-hitter.
6 players in this Panther lineup today hit .300 or better last season.
One of which is Jet Jarvis, who bat .333 last season.
Swings and misses.
Looked like a changeup there from Russell. Nice pitch.
He was looking first pitch fastball and was way in front of it.
Yep.
Whalen at the second, Appelvich at first. Russell in a jam here with nobody out. The leg kick, and runner goes. Swing and a miss, no throw down. So Whalen takes third uncontested, and it puts runners at the corners.
Yep. 0-2 count. Double play is in order.
And now he steps off. Looked like he was starting into his motion, but he stepped off the rubber instead. No disengagement rule here in the IBL. He can check on the runner as often as he likes. Comes home with this one. On the ground to second. Odd takes it, goes to short for one. Relay to first, not in time.
Yep, and that stolen base comes back to hurt the Baycats as the Panthers score another run. It's now 3-2. But they do get one out on the play. Adam Odd gets the force out at second base.
Number 36, Blake Jacklin.
And the order turns over. Blake Jacklin, the one-hitter, steps into the left side of the batter's box. Flied out in his first at-bat this evening.
So Applovich retired 4-6. Jarvis on the fielder's choice. Whalen scores. Kitchener back on top, now 3-2. And we're back to the top of the order for Blake Jacklin. As Jarvis draws a throw.
Not a bad idea from Russell. You know, as a lefty, you get that advantage of throwing over as you don't have to step off.
Panthers not a team that's very aggressive on the bases. At least that was the case last year. Leader was their leader in stolen bases with 5. Jarvis behind him with 4. They do have speed, though. This one to Odd again. Makes the tag, spins, fires.
What a play.
In time for the double play.
By Adam Odd. As no, they're calling him safe at second.
Well, unless they say that Odd missed the tag, impossible for us to tell from where we are, and now Cote needs to get back to home plate just in case that's a live ball still.
That would be my guess, is Odd did not tag him going to second.
Odd certainly making the case or protesting that he did. All of the Baycats thought he did. They were on their way off the field.
And Odd is walking off the field.
And Josh Matlow gives him a fist bump as he does, so the Baycats are acting like this inning is over.
Seems pretty confident.
The umpiring crew will caucus to decide what they want to do with this situation here. Standing at third right now is Jarvis. So he's assuming he wasn't tagged. And they call him out.
So all 3 outs recorded by Adam Odd this inning as we head to the bottom of the second. Baycats trailing by 1.
We'll be back. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ain't going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in and the
Hard body, and
and the score is James Anderson and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated, and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie.
And the second inning is brought to you by Wingin' It Restaurants, the great taste of adventure.
Bottom of the second, Josh Cote due up along with Marcella Cass and Victor Plaz. It's a 3-2 Panther lead, so the Baycats able to minimize any potential damage for Aiden Russell in that second inning. And it ended on a double play. Adam Odd applying the tag in the judgment of the umpire and making a quick spin throw to first to get Blake Jacklin. Pop-up will stay in play, and the catch is made by the first baseman, Liam Wilson, 1 out. Cote retired, and here comes Marcel Lacasse.
Third baseman number 13, Marcel Lacasse.
Marcel Lacasse, the third baseman, steps into the left side of the batter's box, lefty-righty matchup.
Lacasse, good friends with teammate Carson Burns. They were roommates in college for 3 years. Spent a lot of time together off the field as friends as well. And both of them back on this Baycats squad for the 2023 season. Pitch from Vasquez, and it's hit on the ground, foul.
Lacasse, another guy who, if he can get going this season, he's going to be very crucial for the Baycats in the 7-hole. He's got major pop, already has 1 home run this season, also has an unofficial home run, albeit in an exhibition game, which does not count.
Struggling out of the gate here with a 174 average. Came on as a pinch hitter for Victor Plaz here on Thursday night. Unable to reach base in his lone at bat. Love to get a little bit of momentum behind him here and get going.
Yeah, only 4 hits, 1 double, and 1 aforementioned home run.
Jose Vasquez with the pitch, and it's high and away. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Three runs, 3 hits for the Panthers. No errors. They've stranded 1. 2 runs, 2 hits for the Baycats. 1 error. And none left. That one fouled off. Count holds at 2-2.
Nice at-bat from Lacasse here, as this will be the 6th pitch coming up.
Here comes the pitch from Jose Vasquez. Swung on and missed. Lacasse down on strikes, 2 away.
And here comes Victor Plaz, leading the team in average, batting almost 500, batting .455 early in the season, albeit in only 11 at-bats, but nonetheless, leading the team in average.
Yeah, only 4 games, but he's got the hottest bat in the lineup right now, no question. And Josh Matlow just keeps putting him in the lineup, keep him going while he's hot, see what he can do here. First season in Barrie, and he takes a called strike on the first pitch. 5 hits, and he scored twice, has a triple as well.
And in his last game against Kitchener, 3 hits, 2 runs, and 1 triple. Only 1 RBI.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Kitchener getting ahead early in a lot of these counts, already 0-2.
Oh-2, fouled off. Both these teams like to score runs in the early innings. Panthers led 5-0 after 3 last night in London, knocking off the defending champs last night in a big 9-2 win. Back to the screen, count still 0-2.
Another foul there by Plaz. Plaz, another recent addition to the lineup.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Jose Vasquez. Did he check his swing? They appeal, and he did. And it's 1-2.
Another good at-bat for these Baycats. They can get deep into counts and take some pitches, foul off some pitches.
Count 1-2. And a great at-bat here as Plaz just keeps fouling him off to stay alive.
This will be pitch number 7 to Plaz. Another great at-bat.
Plaz at first base defensively today. Ryan Rio not here. And now Plaz calls time. And he'll collect his thoughts with his count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Plaz strikes out. Baycats go 3 up, 3 down in the second. Through 2. Panthers lead 3-2. You're watching Baycats TV at Rogers TV in Barrie.
Baycats in the second.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go 8 going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in, and the
Hard body, and not
score is James Anderson, and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. Top of the third inning here at Vintage Throne Stadium with Dylan Quinn. I'm Ben Davy. Aiden Russell and the Barrie Baycats trailing the Kitchener Panthers here by a score of 3-2.
Number 49, Andy Leader.
Panthers with a pair in the first and one in the second. A hit batter came in to score, and that is the margin of difference so far in this game.
Second at bat for Leader this afternoon. Singled in his first at bat.
One-oh pitch, and Leader lifts this to center field. Should be an easy play for Canisijo, and it is.
And a very big out for the Baycats, as the third hitter for the Kitchener Panthers is Raul Gonzalez, 426 average and 6 home runs. He's playing shortstop tonight.
The shortstop, number
Gonzalez
18,
scored the Panthers'
Raul
second
Gonzalez.
run in that top of the first inning to get them on the board early here today. Big 426 average coming into today's game, and that went up a notch with that first inning at bat as well. 1-0 is the count. Down the line, and that's a fair ball.
Absolutely ripped down the line as Gonzalez is going to make the turn for second. And he is out. Amazing throw by left fielder Noel McGarry-Doyle to gun him at second base. And I don't know if you saw, Ben, but Adam Odd is what you teach catchers to do in the majors is when the throw's coming, you act like nothing's happening. So the runner stops running and starts to maybe ease into it a little bit. He acted like no throw was coming, acted like there was no throw and he could just jog in there. And then boom, the throw comes, boom, you take him out, bang, bang play, nice throw, nice out. Amazing defensive play by the Barrie Baycats to get the second out of the inning.
So Gonzalez retired 7-4 on the putout, and it's Liam Wilson now with nobody on and 2 out. Changes the makeup of this inning for Aiden Russell. Misses on the first offering, 1-0. It was Wilson's ground ball that brought home Andy Leader and Raul Gonzalez. An error on Marcel Lacasse on that play.
Russell still looking for his first K of the outing this afternoon.
2-0 pitch. Breaking ball catches the corner for a strike.
Very nice breaking ball for Russell. That is his X factors, his breaking ball. When it's on, it's on. And when it's off, it'll be a little bit harder for him to work through this hard Kitchener order.
Let's see what he goes to here on the 2-1. Rocks into his windup, and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Nice change up there from Russell.
Count is even to Liam Wilson.
Wilson with 2 home runs last night. Looked like he was swinging for the fences there on that last one. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way from Aiden Russell. Little hesitation on the release.
Yep, tried to mess with the hitter's timing a little bit. Didn't work, unfortunately. Full count.
A little Joe Kelly there with the hesitation after the leg raise. He's trying to throw off his timing a little bit. Here's the 3-2 pitch coming up. Left center field. Going back, McGarry Doyle. Back near the wall, and it's over his head, and that is gone. A home run for Liam Wilson. Give him 3 in the last 2 games. Kitchener back up by 2.
Yeah, there's a reason he's in the 4-hitter, as Liam Wilson 4 home runs last game. Sorry, 2 home runs last game, 1 home run tonight. That's 3 in his last 2, for those counting at home.
The designated hitter, number 34, Keegan Marsden.
Panthers out of the dugout to congratulate Wilson on a bomb to left center field. And the Panthers regain their 2-run lead. This is Keegan Marsden.
Tough one there for the Baycats, but much easier with that out on the hit by Raul Gonzalez.
We may see Juan Benitez today at some point. His name was on the board right underneath Aiden Russell, so we'll see if he's in line to be the first reliever out of the gate here this afternoon. Interesting decision by Josh Matlow to start Russell, who typically comes out of the bullpen. Here's the 3-0 pitch on the way, and he missed. 4-pitch walk to Keegan Marsden.
Yeah, Russell, usually a reliever, as you mentioned, and it's all about consistency for him. He's got great stuff, fastball, breaking ball, changeup, but if he's at his best, I think that there's few pitchers in the IBL who can match his stuff. As here's a mound visit.
A conference on the mound as they'll chat with Aiden Russell. Nobody really throwing in the bullpen right now that we can see. Looks like they're going to leave Russell out here as long as they can in this early start to the game as the home plate up. Now Adam DeCare will come out and tell them to move things along. No pitching change here, just a mound visit. And Russell will face Junior Ibarra.
Ibarra at catcher tonight and in the 6th hole.
Two out here in the inning. Liam Wilson with the solo home run. The walk to Keegan Marsden keeps the inning alive for Ibarra to bat with the man on here and 2 out. Victor Plaz holding on the runner. Pitch from Russell on the way. And he's up there, first pitch swinging. Lines it to left field. McGarry Doyle slip, reaches up, and he comes down with it, makes the catch.
A little bit of an awkward route, but he gets the out nonetheless, and that's 3.
We're through 2.5. It's 4-2 Kitchener. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Kitchener in the bottom of the
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats! BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Leading off the fourth for the Baycats, right fielder number 4, Starlin.
Back for the
Rodriguez.
fourth inning with your Baycat versus Kitchener matchup. And the fourth inning is brought to you by Clarkson Bins and Junk Removal, the local source for simple, clean, and reliable disposal bin rental and junk removal services.
That is the voice of Dylan Quinn. I am Ben Davy. We are live at Vintage Throne Stadium on this gorgeous Saturday afternoon. 23 degrees was the game time temperature. It feels hotter than that, though.
Definitely does. Rodriguez with the only 2 RBIs for the Baycats. He had that massive home run earlier in the game.
Scorching hot sun today. Lots of umbrellas around the ballpark as the fans look for some shade. And a called strike. Air quality much better today than it was on Thursday and earlier this week, so that is good news. And we're told a really significant rainfall is coming tomorrow night. And that will certainly help the conditions around here as well.
Good take from Rodriguez as he brings the count to 2-1.
You know, the other thing with this lack of rain, the grass is starting to look a little bit crispy out there as well.
Yeah, it's rain, some much needed rain coming up.
These field conditions could use a good soaker. 3-1 is outside, and Rodriguez draws a leadoff walk here in the fourth.
Yeah, the leadoff walk brings up Hayden Jaco, the DH,
Designated hitter number
in the 4 slot
55,
tonight.
Hayden Jaco.
Hayden Jaco struck out in his lone at bat so far. Looking to get on base. As a Baycat, he reached base as a hit batter in his first plate appearance.
Vasquez has looked good tonight. He's got 5 strikeouts, and hopefully the Baycats can get through to him this inning with a leadoff walk.
Mentioned that Jaco got to be a part of that squad in London that brought them their first championship in 46 years in 2021. Described it as the perfect combination of staple veterans with experience plus enough young guys added into the mix, himself being one of them. And really learned a lot watching guys like Cleveland Brownlee, Keith Candell, Owen Boone, Austin Wilkie, guys that have been around a long time. The majors have done a great job cementing those long-term players for the core of the roster year after year. And finally paid off for them in 2021. And this year they'll try to three-peat. One to Jaco. Swing and a miss. Big cut. Couldn't connect, and it's 1-2. Jaco is a competitive CrossFit athlete on the side. That's really his full-time off-field focus right now.
1-2 to Jaco, as Starlin Rodriguez takes his lead off at first base.
Here's the pitch. Just missed. Good patience there. The count is 2-2.
Great take by Jaco on a close pitch.
Played at a junior college in Texas called Vernon College, and then he transferred to Indiana State University. Really happy to have this opportunity here in Barrie. In the lineup is the DH today, but he can handle catching duties as well. Runner goes, and the hit and run is on. It's fouled off right side.
That little hit and run, but they'll redo it as foul ball. Still 2-2 is the count. Crucial at bat here for Hayden Jaco, as if he can get on, it's 2 outs for Adam Odd. Sorry, 2 on for Adam Odd.
4 runs, 5 hits for the Panthers, 2 on 2 for Barrie. Here's the pitch to Jaco. Hits it deep to right field. And Jet Jarvis takes a couple steps over and makes the catch.
That's the first out of the inning, as that will bring up Adam Odd, who will step into the left side of the batter's box.
The second baseman, number 26, Adam Odd.
And I talked about it earlier, but if Adam Odd can get going and get hot, it's really going to be great for this Baycats team, as we've seen a little flash. He had a home run, double, and another hit earlier in the year, but still waiting for the best from Adam Odd this year.
1 for 3 in the Welland game. He's got the average at .269. He did drive in a run on Thursday night. First pitch swinging, and he hits it through past the first baseman and into right field. Jaco will have to hold it, Rodriguez, holds it second. So 2 on, 1 out, and it brings Josh Cote, the catcher, to the plate.
And Josh Cote coming into this game with a .414 average.
The catcher, number 5, Josh Cote.
Batting 6th for the Baycats this evening. If he can get a hit here, we'll probably bring in Starlin Rodriguez for second and add another run to the Baycats 2 this afternoon.
This inning started with a leadoff walk to Starlin Rodriguez. He's in scoring position now. 4-2 Panthers. We're in the 4th. Second of 6 regular season matchups for these clubs. They meet again tomorrow afternoon in Kitchener. 3 games in 4 days. Work on the schedule.
Third baseman playing a little in here for Kitchener, perhaps protecting a sacrifice bunt to move the runners over.
Rodriguez at second, Odd at first. Vasquez looks in. Comes set, checks the runner. Checks him again. Now the pitch. A high pop-up. Will it stay playable? The first baseman is over, and he makes the catch. Good job by Liam Wilson fighting the sun.
Starlin Rodriguez thought about tagging up. Catch the first baseman not paying attention, but he'll remain at second as Lacasse comes in with 2 outs.
The sun just a little bit behind Liam Wilson now. That would have been a much more difficult catch for him an hour ago. These 4 o'clock games have the sun at a fairly low point in the sky, and then it slowly starts to set on the right field side of this diamond.
Well, I mentioned earlier that the best is yet to come from Marcel Lacasse this season. This would be a big at-bat here with 2 on and 2 outs. Very crucial and pivotal at-bat for the Baycats, down 2 in the 4th.
Yeah, he needs a big at-bat. That's a good point, Dylan, and he'd love to deliver here at this crucial point. Still early in the game, but runners on and a good opportunity for him. That one gets away from Ibarra, looks for it, it's behind him. The runners will advance.
Take out the force at third and second. Now runners on third and second with 2 outs. 1-0 is the count.
So Rodriguez at third, Odd at second. Lacasse can bring in 2 here if he can make contact to the right side.
Vasquez only given up 3 hits this afternoon. The Baycats are hoping that number can quickly jump to 4 right here.
Here's the pitch. Hit weakly foul. Count 1-1. Lacasse played just 6 games for the Baycats last season before heading off to Quebec. Spent the rest of the year in the Frontier League. He's going to get more opportunities this season, but Baycat manager Josh Matlow looking for him to have some productive at-bats here. Fastball misses high and away, and the count is 2-1.
Good take on a close pitch there by Lacasse. Yeah,
Hot hitting for Victor Plaz is on deck. Here's the pitch. Sails high, and the count 3 balls and a strike.
Looked like off speed there from Vasquez. Hitters count here 3-1, and Marcel Lacasse only batting 174 as we enter today's game will be a crucial and much needed hit here for the Baycats.
Three balls, one strike, two outs. Runners lead. Here's the pitch from Vasquez, and it's ball 4.
Great at bat from Lacasse. A few close pitches, took all of them, all for balls, and that'll set up the bases loaded for Victor Plaz, the first baseman.
Number 20, Victor Plaz.
Plaz struck out to end the second. Big at bat here now with the bases loaded and 2 down.
And Ben Plaz is leading the team, as I mentioned earlier, with a .455 average. Definitely a guy who you want to get a hit with the bases loaded here and 2 outs.
Jose Vasquez trying to pitch out of a jam here. First pitch fastball is a strike.
Infielders playing back for Kitchener.
Vasquez to Plaz. Fouled it back to the screen, and he's ahead 0-2.
Plaz down 0-2. We'll see if he can stay alive here.
Plaz is ready, as is Vasquez, as he looks in for the sign. Gets the one he wants. 0-2 pitch. Just missed. And the at-bat continues.
Good patience from Plaz, not chasing on 0-2. A little bit more of a hitter's count here now, as he looks to do something here for the Baycats. Any way he can get on will be a run.
Here's the pitch from Vasquez. On the ground, foul. The count holds at 1-2.
Didn't miss that one by much, just pulled it foul.
Rodriguez at third, on at second, Lacasse at first. As Plaz prepares himself and steps in. Here's the pitch, that hit him. Brings in a run.
Hit by pitch and a run, as it's now 4-3. So bring up the 9-hitter Carson Burns with still the bases loaded and 2 outs.
As good as a walk or a hit, Plaz will take it.
Carson Burns.
Not the easy way to bring in a run, but an important one here to make it a 4-3 ball game. And now the number 9 hitter Carson Burns comes to the plate.
And Burns not a pushover 9-hitter at all, as there's a mound visit here for Kitchener. I'd put Carson Burns up there with any other 9-hitter in the league. Very good hitter at shortstop. Great fielder, but a good hitter as well.
Bill Matish wants to talk things over with Jose Vasquez and the catcher, Junior Ibarra. No activity in the Panther bullpen right now, so it's going to be Vasquez here to face Burns. The only discussion being how they want to pitch him.
Well, a lot of strategy going in here as it's bases loaded still and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for both teams and how they progress into the rest of the game. Burns batting .250 in 20 at-bats this year, has 3 RBIs and looking for a few more after this at-bat.
First pitch from Vasquez to him, and it's high. This inning started on a leadoff walk to Starlin Rodriguez. He's scored the only run of this inning so far when Plaz got plunked by a pitch. Odd now at third, Lacasse at second, Plaz at first. Pitch on the way, and that one is a strike with Burns taking all the way. 1-1.
Yeah, taking all the way was Burns there, as Jose Vasquez, who's been terrific through 3 innings, is starting to see some control issues as he's walked 2 batters in the inning.
He had retired 8 in a row heading into this 4th. In trouble here, though. And he gets a called strike, 1-2.
Inside on Burns, he catches the zone, as that'll bring the count to 1-2.
Jose Vasquez with the 1-2 pitch, and that's high. He wastes one in the upper part of the zone.
All fastballs by Vasquez in this at-bat, looking like he might not want to test his breaking stuff and make sure he knows where his pitches are going.
Well, Vasquez getting ahead in the count. It gives him the opportunity to waste a pitch or two to see if Burns will chase. Kind of got the sense that was the idea on that one. 2-2 now, the count. Pitch incoming. He just got a piece to stay alive. 2-2 the count.
And if Burns can get on by a walk, hit by pitch, or any matter, Noel Magarey-Doyle is on deck, and he is definitely one of the best hitters on the Baycats and a guy you want up with the bases loaded.
Well, if you watch a lot of Major League Baseball, then you watch IBL, you can see how no pitch clock really drags these at-bats out. In fact, Vasquez took a walk on the grass there. He went almost halfway to second base, just taking a stroll. Burns is ready. He waggles the bat. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And it hit the umpire, and I think it may have hit the catcher as well. The umpire in quite a bit of pain. That's Adam DeCare, and he'll get some medical attention here.
Not sure where it hit him, but he is down. He is in quite a bit of pain.
And that one might have came right in and plugged him. I'm not sure if it caught a piece of the catcher or not.
Maybe a little bit of a cross-up between the catcher and the pitcher, as doesn't look like the catcher got his glove on it at all, actually.
Yeah, the glove was really nowhere near it. Ibarra out for a chat with Vasquez during this delay, so DeCare will try to get back up again here on his own strength. Gets a nice hand from the fans. That's grueling work behind home plate, especially on a hot day like today. They're going to give him a few minutes here to regain his strength, have a few sips of water. Both Josh Matlow and Bill Matish out there to talk to him, just to make sure he's all right.
Maybe he got the wind knocked out of him a little bit there.
So a delay in the action here with a 2-2 count to Carson Burns. 4-3 Kitchener. Panthers with 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third. Baycats got a 2-run homer from Starlin Rodriguez to get on the board in the first, and a walk Rodriguez that came in to score early in this inning. Adam DeCare will take as much time as he needs here. Gets a pat on the back there from Bill Matish, and it looks like he's going to be all right to finish things off here.
Yeah.
Nice hand from the fans. They appreciate the efforts for all the heckling and all the difficulties of the job being behind the plate. When it comes right down to it, you wish nothing but the best for these guys.
Absolutely. As Burns will step back into the batter's box, and we will once again play some baseball after that short delay. 2-2 is the count with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Baycats down by 1.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Burns in no hurry. He'll take a few cuts here just to get himself warmed back up. That's tough for a batter as well when you've got a delay like that. And you got to try to get yourself back into the mindset, especially with in the middle of an at-bat with a count 2-2. Vasquez is ready. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. It missed, not by much. Vasquez thought he had it.
Definitely not by much. That was a great breaking ball by Vasquez there. Dropped, I guess, not into the zone.
Did a little bit of a hop on the mound. He thought he had the called strike 3.
And that's full count. Bases are loaded. With full count, the runners will be on the move. Huge pitch here from Vasquez.
3-2. On the ground and foul down the right field line. And the at-bat will continue.
Ben, when we're here in the 9th inning, this might be a time where we look back in the game and say, if this plate appearance here had gone one way or another, this may be the game right here. Pivotal at bat right here.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch for Vasquez. Center field, shallow, and it'll drop between the second baseman, Stephen Whalen, and the center fielder, Andy Leader. 2 runs will score as Odd and Lacasse come in. And Barrie gets their first lead of the ball game.
Center fielder and the second baseman both chasing after it, and then it lands right in between them. Little bloop from Carson Burns, and it scores 2. Barrie now leads 5-4 as the one hitter steps into the box, and the lineup turns over for Noel McGarry Doyle, the left fielder.
What an at-bat by Carson Burns, especially battling through that injury delay. Showing a lot of patience on that 2-2 breaking pitch that really could have gone either way. McGarry Doyle hits this one a long way to center field. Looks like Leader has a play on it, and he does, and that will do it. But the Baycats score 3, and they get their first lead of the ball game. We're through 4. It's the Baycats 5, the Panthers 4. Dylan up to call innings 5 and 6 for you when we return. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ain't going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in, and the
Hard body, and
and the score is James Anderson, and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated, and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie.
And we are back in the 5th inning as Juan Benitez is on the mound for the Baycats in his 2nd inning of work. And Andy Leader, the center fielder and the second hitter, steps into the batter's box from the right-hand side of the plate. First pitch from Benitez. Little low, that'll bring the count to 1-0. Looked like a little off speed there from Benitez. And Benitez, as we mentioned, only 1 start this year for the Baycats, as that one's foul-tipped into the catcher Cote's glove. Only 1 start, 1.8 ERA, as we mentioned earlier. But last year, in his 2022 season, he pitched 13 games and had a 6-6 record. Only allowed 85 hits and 77 strikeouts in 74 innings of work, and a 4.86 ERA. The 2-1. Starlin Rodriguez in on it, and it's going to drop in for a hit for Andy Leader. And the Baycats will start the 5th inning with a runner on first. And Benitez looking to eat up some innings for the Baycats out of the pen. Usually a starter, but tonight he finds himself in relief. And the hitter highlighted so much for Kitchener today is Raul Gonzalez, the 3-hitter and the shortstop. coming into this game batting .426 and with 6 home runs. He had a hit taken away as he tried to stretch it into a double on his last at-bat. First pitch strike from Benitez. Important to get ahead of the count against a hitter like Gonzalez. Runner takes his lead. And that one is launched to left field, but playable from McGarry Doyle, and it is caught for the first out of the inning. Gonzalez didn't get enough of that one, luckily. And that'll be the first out. Still a runner on first, as that'll bring up the 4-hitter Liam Wilson. Wilson already has a home run in this game.
First baseman number 35.
Has hit 3 in his last 2. A very tough out for the Baycats. Benitez looks in and picks off the runner at first. Nothing there. Double play is in order. We'll see if Benitez can roll a ground ball right here. He can indeed, but not in the right spot, as that'll go all the way out to the outfield to Noel McGarry Doyle. There's runners on first and second here for Kitchener with only 1 out. And that'll bring up the 5-hitter, the DH, Keegan Marsden, wearing number 34 today and stepping into the left side of the batter's box. And Josh Cote and Juan Benitez will talk things over on the mound, discussing how they're going to attack Marsden here, as this is a very pivotal at-bat with the Baycats up by 1 out, and runners on first and second.
Designated hitter number 34, Keegan Marsden.
Interesting approach from Marsden, as the count is 0-0. However, he's already got a healthy choke-up on the bat. Maybe looking to just make contact and get an RBI in there for Kitchener. Benitez throws that one in for a strike, brings the count to 1-1. A nice breaking ball there. The 1-1 is fouled into the glove of Cote. It's 1-2 now. The ground ball. The double play is in order. Force play at third, second, and first. Let's see if he can roll another one here. Benitez steps off. Looks in, gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Low and outside. Brings the count to 2-2. A little bit more of a hitter's count to the 5-hitter Marsden, who's the designated hitter this afternoon. Benitez looks in as the runners take their lead from first and second. Well, check swing, not close, and that will bring the count to full. 3-2 with only 1 out in the inning. Big pitch here coming up from Ibanez. Or Benitez, my bad. And a swing and a miss from Juan Benitez. A huge strikeout there by the Baycats, as there's now 2 outs in the inning. Only 1 more to get out of this jam.
Well, something real quick I wanted to just mention here. I had referenced Panthers manager Bill Matish earlier in the broadcast. Bill's actually not here. He's not with the club today, so handling duties are third base coach Brian Hawley and pitching coach Matt Vickers.
This will bring up the 6-hitter, Junior Ibarra, at catcher this afternoon. A little bit too inside on pitch number 1. And that'll bring the count to 1-0. Benitez looking to get out of this jam right here. A huge at-bat. Inside again. Doesn't get the call. It is 2-0. A base open. Let's see if he decides to let the 6-hitter go and bring up Stephen Whalen. Two 2-0, 2 outs, and runners on first and second. Baycats are currently up 5-4 in the top of the 5th. Much needed strike. Junior Ibarra looked to be taking all the way there as Benitez brings the count to 2-1. Runners take their lead, and Benitez comes set. The 2-1. Inside. Again. Benitez, 3-1. Trying that inside corner. Isn't getting the call. But looks to be the approach. So jam Ibarra inside. 3-1. Does have a base open. Let's see if he decides to walk him. Close pitch there. Inside once again. Doesn't get the call, and that will load the bases with 2 outs for Stephen Whalen, the second baseman, batting 7th this afternoon.
It'll be interesting to see how Juan adjusts as his role evolves somewhat with this team this year. He's not the ace of the rotation as he has been previous years. Frank Garces is here, as is Emilio Guerrero, and that may affect how Josh Matlow uses Juan this year, but this is the opportunity for him to step up, especially in these big innings. Tells us he takes a lot of pride in his pitching. He never wants to put himself in a situation where he's beating himself with walks. And here's his chance to prove himself here.
And the first pitch is taken for a ball on that left corner of the zone. Look where Benitez has been throwing his last few pitches. Maybe he can bring those into the zone a little bit.
One thing we know about Juan, he has that killer instinct. He really likes to attack the strike zone. If he gets beat, he wants the guy at the plate to hit his best stuff.
As a ground ball, the first. And that'll be caught by Benitez for the final out of the inning. And that's it. No runs for Kitchener. Barrie retains their lead. It's 5-4 as we enter the bottom of the 5th.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ain't going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in, and the
Hard body, and that's
and the score is James Anderson, and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
See you this summer.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
Welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium for the 5th inning here. The 5th inning brought to you by Ital Paving for all your residential, commercial, and industrial paving needs, providing quality service for almost 40 years because you deserve the best. And in the 5th inning here, Christian Vasquez out for another inning of work. It's 5-4 for the Baycats as Kenise Ejo leads it off. He's batting 2nd this afternoon. Ejo this season, in 17 at-bats, he's batting .235. With 4 hits and 6 runs, he has a double, 2 triples, 1 RBI. First pitch is taken outside. Vasquez in for his 5th inning of work. Here's the pitch. Taken for a strike, it's 1-1.
Well, these middle innings are so important for the Baycats lineup. The one thing they've learned the last couple of games, and we've underscored it several times, but no lead is safe, especially against a team like Kitchener.
And that is caught by the first baseman, Liam Wilson, for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, teams like Kitchener and Welland, as we saw here on Thursday night, that can bring up the bats and really kill you in the 9th inning if you're not able to close the door. So certainly the Baycats aren't content with this 1-run lead. It's taken them a lot of work to get on top. Now they need to add to it here in these middle frames.
And the hitter of the night, or the afternoon for the Baycats, is number 4, the right fielder, Starlin Rodriguez, who has a home run, a run himself, 2 runs himself, and was part of that bases loaded rally last inning. Taking all the way on the first pitch, and that is a called strike. Rodriguez is batting .409 entering tonight's game, had 2 home runs, now has 3. Has only, get this, Starlin Rodriguez has as many strikeouts as he does hit home runs. He's striking out 3 times and hit 3 home runs. And that is a ground ball to the shortstop. He will gather it and throw it to first for the 2nd out of the inning. You mentioned no lead is safe in the IBL, and especially no lead is safe against these Kitchener Panthers, who have arguably the best lineup in this league. Important to get some runs here as Hayden Jaco, the DH, steps in with 2 outs.
Well, when they're firing on all cylinders, they can do a lot of damage, that's for sure. I actually, when I was checking the standings, while I was collecting my notes for today's game, I thought the Panthers were in first place. I was kind of surprised, and then I saw that Welland had that 7-game win streak, and that has moved them ahead of both Kitchener and Toronto now.
As there's a bloop into right field and will be caught by the second baseman. That'll do it for the Baycats in the 5th inning. They go 3 up, 3 down. Still 5-4 for the Baycats. You are watching Baycats TV.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
Two out, runners lead. There they go. Here's the pitch. This one rocked to right field.
Want to come to a Baycats game? Check out our tickets at barriebaycats.com.
Score at least 2. Tuck is in to score. Rio behind him.
Farm where teaching is brought to nature.
And welcome back to Vintage Stoner Stadium for the 6th inning between the Barrie Baycats and the Kitchener Panthers. Juan Benitez out for his 3rd inning of work now. And Ben, you mentioned earlier that Benitez looking at a little bit of a different role here for the Baycats. And that is fouled off. And through 2 innings of work, he is not allowed to run. Zero earned runs. And if he can provide a little long inning relief role for the Baycats, that would be huge for this pitching staff as they push for the postseason.
Yeah, exactly. Even if he's not getting starts, doesn't mean he's not going to get in. Yeah, even though he's not getting starts necessarily, doesn't mean he's not going to get innings out of the bullpen, that's for sure. And the more that he can give Josh Matlow here, the better.
As the 1-1 is swung at, bring the count to 1-2. Looked like a breaking ball there from Juan Benitez. And we talked to Benitez on media day and said he was working on a cut slider. And if he can be anything like he mentioned, he was modeling it after Mariano Rivera. And a broken bat there. Benitez will pick up the ball, throw it to first for the out. And that's his second fielding play of the afternoon. We mentioned earlier, Benitez, one of the best fielding pitchers in the IBL.
Yeah, so confident coming off that mound. You got a splinter of wood coming right at you, too, to think about. And it didn't seem to faze Juan at all. He knew exactly where that ball was. He knew how much time he had, fielded the ball cleanly, and made a strong throw.
And coming off the mound for pitchers, it's often harder to throw to first base because when you're pitching, you're elevated. But when you're on that grass, it's a little bit of a different arm angle. And a lot of pitchers struggle with that. But Benitez, not one of those few, as 2 for 2 on fielding plays this afternoon.
He's looked good today.
And this will bring up the 9-hitter Jet Jarvis in right field this afternoon. With 1 out, here is the 0-0 pitch. And that is ground to the second baseman Adam Odd, who'll pick it up and throw it a little bit too hard for first baseman Victor Plaz to control. And that will be an error on Victor Plaz. So no error assessed to Adam Odd this afternoon. That'll bring a runner to first base with 1 out in the inning. Baycats lead 5-4.
Yeah, Odd made a great play fielding that ball, got the flip over. It was a tough throw to make, and unfortunately, Plaz just not able to get it in the glove.
Little bit of a tough ball there between the pitcher and the second baseman. Looked like Benitez was going to field it for a second, and the Benitez tries to pick off, doesn't get him. And the double play is in order, and we'll get them out of the inning here. 0-0 is the count to the 1-hitter, Blake Jacklin. Taken low for a ball. And we mentioned earlier, those 1, 2, 3, 4 hitters for Kitchener, very, very dangerous. Important to get out of this inning and maybe cut the top of the order in half. As that is taken outside and high for a ball. 2-0 is the count.
It'll be interesting to see how this rotation kind of settles in here. But with Garces now kind of the ace of the rotation, along with Guerrero, you've got those two guys battling it out. You've got Jeffrey Nunez, who's a quality starter as well. That leaves Juan in sort of the number 4 spot. And perhaps maybe, and he's not happy about that call. He thought he had it.
No,
He's
it looks
behind
close.
3-0 now. You don't see Juan really show that kind of emotion on the mound, but he was clearly unhappy with that.
Well, it's a pivotal pitch, brings the count to 3-0 with only 1 out in the inning. Tries to pick off, close, but safe is the call.
But if Juan works every 4th day, and maybe in a situation like we saw today with a guy like Aiden Russell starting the game and just getting those first few innings out of the way, that gives you the luxury of getting Juan Benitez into the late innings and not having to go to your bullpen too soon.
A 4 pitch there brings Blake Jacklin to first base. Runners on first and second here, 1 out away in the inning. Brings up the second hitter, Andy Leader, who again, one of the best hitters in this Kitchener lineup. Double play still in order. Forced play at third and second.
5th base runner to reach on Benitez since coming on in the 5th inning in relief of Aiden Russell. One of them via the error, but still one has yet to have a clean inning here.
Has allowed lots of base runners, but still no runs allowed by Benitez. We'll see if he can escape one more jam here and set the Baycats up with a lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Inside again from Benitez, brings the count to 1-1.
Just one other game in the IBL today, and the Guelph Royals already on top of the London Majors, 3-0. That game's still in the bottom of the 1st inning. Guelph looking for just their 4th win of the season.
That one is ground to third base. Marcel Lacasse picks it up, throws it to second. Odd decides not to throw it to first. That'll put runners on the corners with 2 outs. For the most highlighted player on Kitchener, it's Raul Gonzalez, the .426 average and 6 home runs.
The shortstop, number 18, Raul Gonzalez.
Well, there you saw the speed of Andy Leader. That was the factor there. Otherwise, this inning is over. And Leader's speed was enough to put Odd in a position where he didn't even risk the throw.
Yeah, and Odd and Lacasse, both terrific fielders. Lacasse came up with that one, but Odd decided not to take the flip to first and put runners on the corners. 2 outs here. Only need 1 more to get out of the inning, and only 1 more for Benitez to get out of yet another jam and remain scoreless in his three inning outing this afternoon. First pitch, it's a strike.
So Jacklin retired 5-4 on the force. Jarvis is now at third, and Leader aboard on the fielder's choice. And let's see if that ends up being a factor in this inning.
Gonzalez rips one foul, and it is 0-2 count. Pitcher's count here with 2 outs away in the inning. 1 more, and the Baycats will get out of yet another jam.
Leader has very good speed, and with second base open, it wouldn't surprise me at all to see him try to swipe second here. I'm not sure if Josh Cote would even bother the throw. There he goes.
And there he goes. Fouled right back towards us. Caught me off guard for a second. And you called it right there. Andy Leader headed to second on that play. He is the winning run, or the winning run for Kitchener Panthers. Go ahead, run. And Juan Benitez steps off. Important pitch here.
Benitez knows Leader's going to go again here, I think, on this 0-2 pitch. He did it last time.
He's picked off a few times. Let's see if he tries one here. Breaking ball down, and Leader will take off. No throw from Cote. Probably the smart decision.
Well, it was a delayed steal. He would have had it easily if he had have gone right off the pitch, and he decided not to. Once he saw it was in the dirt, he realized he'd had enough time to get down there. And one way or another, you knew Andy Leader was going to get himself into second base and get into scoring position.
No forced play at third or second here. Runners have free will to run or not run, as Brad Grieveson is stretching up in the Baycats bullpen. Taken high for a ball, 2-2.
Benitez still lots of zip on that fastball. It's only his second inning of work. I mean, this is a guy who's used to going 6, 7, sometimes more when he gets a start.
That one's fouled off. Still 2-2.
Mentioned Guelph ahead of London 3-0. I'm not sure what to make of the London Majors this year. I mean, they're a championship team. They got a good core group of returning players, but also some big losses. I mean, Robert Mullen, you can't underscore enough. Losing him from your roster, big 405 average last year, and team leading 50 RBIs.
Yeah, not only the defending champions, but the 2-time defending champions. As Juan Benitez strikes out Raul Gonzalez for a huge strikeout and escapes yet another inning scoreless. The Baycats will look to add to their lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching Baycats TV.
For Kitchener in inning number 6, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 2 left.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated, and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
And welcome back to Vintage Throne Stadium for the sixth inning of work. Barrie leads 5-4 as Adam Odd steps into the left side of the batter's box. And Jose Vasquez out for his 6th inning of work has allowed all 5 earned runs. Adam Odd in the 5-hole tonight and at second base has made a handful of nice plays at second.
And not sure if our cameras caught this before we went to break, but something we don't see a whole lot of in the Intercounty Baseball League, a uniform check. And home plate umpire Adam DeCare went out to inspect Juan Benitez as he made his way to the Baycat dugout, did a quick check of the hat and the hands and everything you see the Major League umpires doing on a regular basis so much now. And again, we don't see that a whole lot here in this league, but they gave Benitez a quick check and he was all clear as he made his way to the dugout.
Yeah, maybe you saw Benitez go into his glove or go into some part of his skin to get some rosin. But you definitely don't see that a lot in the IBL. As Adam Odd takes pitch number 3 for a strike. That'll bring the count to 1-2. And the 6th inning is brought to you by Beating the Oz Autism Center and Farm, where teaching is brought to nature.
And some pitchers have a reputation of being so sneaky with the substances as well. Not suggesting for a moment that Juan Benitez has a history of that, but you see guys put stuff underneath their belts, the hat. There's all kinds of spots where that sticky tack can go. And when the umpires check, usually they do a thorough job. It can frustrate pitchers sometimes, but they want to make sure that everything is above board there.
2-2 is the count to Adam Odd.
Benitez was fired up when he got that strikeout on Gonzalez. That could be a game changer right there.
That one's fouled off. And Benitez has been in a jam every single inning, but still, through 3 innings, has allowed 0 earned runs and has let Barrie keep this lead 5-4.
Yeah, they haven't been clean innings, but so far, through 2, he's done what he's been asked to do.
And
that was a big strikeout with 2 in scoring position.
Adam Odd takes a low pitch on 2-2 for the first out of the inning. Odd doesn't like that one. And that'll bring up Cote, a 400 hitter so far through the season. Batting number 6 this afternoon. Brad Grieveson, we mentioned he was stretching earlier, has sat down, and it looks like Juan Benitez will go out for his 4th inning of work next inning in the 7th. First pitch is taken high. It's 1-0.
Well, Brad will be anxious to get back out there on the mound again, I'm sure. It was him and Brandon Hilliard who were on the mound in that 9th inning where and Jackfish got 5 runs.
As that one is crushed. Josh Cote, no doubt about that one, flips the bat, and that'll put the Baycats up 6-4. What an absolute moonshot from Josh Cote.
Well, I don't know about you, Dylan, but I didn't even see that ball come down, and I'm not sure if it ever did come down.
Might have went all the way onto the highway. Fans are searching for the balls. I'm not sure they'll find that one.
We're going to have to put a crosswalk on Highway 26 if he keeps hitting them that far. Because that ball just carried and carried.
Left fielder,
as far as we know, it landed somewhere.
Left fielder knew it was gone the second that one was off the bat. He didn't even move. As a huge home run for the Baycats, puts them up 6-4. Only 1 out. We'll see if Marcel Lacasse can add to that lead here in the 6th inning. First pitch breaking ball is taken for a strike. Second pitch low and inside. That'll bring the count to 1-1. And Jose Vasquez allowed all 6 earned runs in the game, started the game, and he is still pitching here in the 6th with 1 out. The 1-1.
Josh Cote, now one of 2 Baycats with more than 1 home run. Starlin Rodriguez being the other, and he homered today as well.
Josh Cote batting over 400 so far. As Marcel Lacasse grounds that one to the first baseman, he'll pick it up and take it to the bag himself for the out. And Cote batting .400, if he can add some pop, some more pop than he already has, as he already has a lot of power, that's a great 6-hitter for the Baycats to have this year. As Victor Plaz steps into the batter's box at first base tonight, and in the 8-hole. 2 outs now. 6-4 Baycats in the 6th inning. And Victor Plaz fouls it off. A much needed insurance run there by Cote. The 0-1 from Vasquez. Taken low for a ball. It'll be 1-1.
Well, just 9 or 10 games into the season still, but these games are huge, and especially when you look at the standings and how tight it is. Baycats come into the game today 4-5, so a win today would bring them back up to the 500 mark.
Yeah, and the Baycats are a team probably playing a little bit below what the record would, above what the record would indicate. They're a 500 team, and they're looking to get back there today. As Victor Plaz fouls off another one, it's 2-2.
Well, the top 6 teams are so good. I mean, you might finish the season at 500 and still only get the number 6 spot in the playoffs. Yeah. We'll see how it all shakes out. Anything can happen.
Yeah, but as you just mentioned, anything can happen, and every game is crucial in a league that is this jam-packed like what the IBL is. Another big pitch here. It's 2-2. Victor Plaz checked it. Did he go? Yes, he did. And that'll do it for the Baycats in the bottom of the 6th inning. 6-4 as we enter the 7th. You're watching Baycats TV.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May. BarrieToday.com. Local news, weather, Baycat scores, and more. BarrieToday.com. Your community, your news.
Top of the 7th now at Vintage Throne Stadium with the Baycats and their biggest lead of the day, 6-4 over the Kitchener Panthers. A solo shot by Josh Cote, adding a run of insurance there in the bottom of the 6th. Juan Benitez back out for his 3rd inning of work, and he'll face Liam Wilson, Keegan Marsden, and Junior Ibarra.
We mentioned earlier Benitez in a long relief role today, and he threw 3 innings. He is scoreless. However, he has not made it through this game with a fair share of trouble as he walks. First bite of that hit him.
So leadoff base runner here for the Panthers. Brad Grieveson throwing again in the Barrie bullpen. He was throwing earlier.
Designated hitter number 34,
And Wilson has reached base
Ethan
all 4
Marsden.
times today. So what a afternoon at the plate he has had. A home run, hit by a pitch, singled, and reached on an error. A costly one as it brought in 2 runs for the Panthers in the top of the first inning.
And for Kitchener, it looks like Jose Vasquez day may be done. As we see Nathan Laird warming up in the Kitchener pen, and we have word that he will be entering the game in the bottom of the 7th.
Juan Benitez with the 0-1 pitch, and it's low and in the dirt. Count 1-1. This one is hit to left field. And it's a base hit. Wilson moves up 90 feet, 2 on now with nobody out in the 7th inning. Here comes Junior Ibarra.
Catcher,
And we
number
see Hillier,
28,
number
Junior
38,
Ibarra.
walking out to the Baycats pen to warm up.
Well,
Brad Grieveson already warming up down there.
Yeah, Brandon Hillier to join him as well. And again, those were the 2 that were on the mound in the 9th inning against Welland when Welland broke up a 4-4 tie with a 5-run 9th. So Josh Matlow wanted to get them back into some action as quickly as possible. Bounce back from that nightmarish 9th inning here on Thursday night.
Well, they kept it close for 8, but we'll see if the Baycats can bring their A game for all 9 innings tonight.
Here's the pitch from Benitez. Gets the call. Strike, 1-1, or 0-2 now. Wilson hit by a pitch. Marsden, a single to left. 2 on here for the Panthers. Go ahead run at the plate. Pitch to Ibarra. And he lifts that foul right side.
Pitcher's count here for Benitez. It'll be interesting to see if he trusts his breaking stuff or jams them inside with fastballs, which has been his approach all night.
Benitez looks at the runner, checks him a second time. 0-2. Got a piece and he stays alive.
Looked like a cut fastball there by Benitez.
Asked Juan if he likes the pitch clock. He said if it's good for the league, the idea doesn't bother him. He works with a pretty steady rhythm anyways. A big thing with Juan, he said he always tries to make the first pitch strike, get ahead in the count. And then in his mind, he has an idea what his next pitch is going to be anyway. So he's not wasting a lot of time out there to begin with. This one hit to right center. Rodriguez runs over, and the catch is made. Runner tags. They might have him doubled off at first. Here's the throw. Double play.
Terrific awareness in the outfield to get that ball over there. The runner from second does tag, but he'll take that trade anywhere, any day.
Marsden did not think Ejo was going to catch that ball. And he was way too far off first base. A good strong throw to the cutoff man, and the relay beat him
Second baseman
for the
number
double
5,
play.
Stephen
Great
Whalen.
communication as well in the outfield by Ejo and Rodriguez. Both players racing towards that ball, but that center field ball, center field always has the call off, and Ejo did and caught the ball.
So Wilson at third now, nobody at second or first, and 2 out in the inning. Here's Stephen Whalen. Oh, they're going to appeal at second base. No.
Try their luck on a possible triple play, but nothing doing.
Just checking to see whether Wilson had missed second or left early, I guess, would have been the situation there. He was on second anyways. Umpire saying everything was fine. Foul ball, and it's 0-1 to Stephen Whalen.
Well, Juan Benitez, through 3 scoreless, has found himself in another jam this inning and is yet again 1 out away from getting out of it. Inside
Corner for a strike, and it's 0-2. Big pitch here for Juan Benitez. Tying run at the plate here in the 7th inning.
And against a lefty, those breaking balls aren't going to move the same way. And you can't pitch him outside or inside with a fastball.
Wastes one there. And Whalen does not chase. The count is now 1-2. 6 runs, 5 hits for the Baycats. 4 runs, 8 hits for the Panthers. Here's the pitch for Benitez. Swung on and missed. Whalen down on strikes. Benitez. 3 shutout innings of relief. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning here at Vintage Throne Stadium. Baycats lead by 2 on Rogers TV and Baycats TV.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go 8 going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in and the
Hard body, and not
and the score is James Anderson and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp. See you this summer.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated, and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie.
Bottom of the 7th inning at Vintage Throne Stadium. Dylan Quinn, Ben Davy, and our entire Baycats TV crew. Glad to have you watching today on Rogers TV in Barrie or Baycats TV on YouTube. We welcome Kitchener viewers as well today enjoying our broadcast. Carson Burns, the #9 hitter, will lead off this bottom of the 7th for Barrie. And a new pitcher on the mound for the Panthers. It'll be right-hander Nathan Laird. Laird made 18 appearances for the Panthers last year, all but 1 in relief.
This year has not allowed a run in 4 1/3 innings of work. Only allowed 3 hits, 4 walks, and struck out 4.
5.46 ERA in those 18 appearances a year ago. Here's the pitch to Burns. Burns hits it hard. Right field. And it's caught by a sprinting Jet Jarvis, 1 down. Back to the top of the order we go for Noel McGarry Doyle.
Noel McGarry Doyle.
And then Brandon Hillier appears ready to enter the game in the bullpen. No word on if that's confirmed.
Well, can't say enough about the return of Noel McGarry Doyle to this Baycat attack. First pitch swinging, he pops it up. And that will just make it out of play, off the roof, actually. Josh Matlow had James Anderson, Brad McQuinn, even Tyler Plumpton out in left field for a little while, waiting for McGarry Doyle's arrival. And now that he's here, you can pencil him into that leadoff spot in left field pretty much every night. 0 for 3 today. But with without question, one of the high-impact players in this Baycat lineup. Breaking ball catches the outside corner, 0-2.
5-tool player is McGarry Doyle, and you mentioned he brings a much-needed bat to this Baycats lineup in the leadoff spot.
Kind of flip-flopped the 1-2 spot with Jake Wilson last year. Both of them kind of had an opportunity at the top of the order, but it seems pretty clear that Noel will be that guy this year in 2023.
Laird with the high breaking ball there, throwing that breaking ball a lot in warm-ups. Let's see how much he relies on that in the game here.
Laird's delivery on the ground to second base. Whalen to first. Just got McGarry Doyle. He never gives up on anything.
Center fielder number 9.
Retired with the breaking ball yet again. 2 outs in the inning now for the Baycats.
Ejo this afternoon, 1 for 3. Doubled in the first, but was unable to, or actually did score. He scored on a 2-run homer by Starlin Rodriguez. An important run for Barrie to get on the board. 6-4, the Baycats lead here in the 7th. This game now just over the 2-hour mark. Sun still shining brightly on the right field side.
And the bottom of the 7th inning is brought to you by United Way Simcoe Muskoka, making poverty unignorable. To learn how you can help, you can visit uwsimcoemuskoka.ca.
2-0 is the count here to Kenise Ejo. Reminder, these teams will square off again at Jack Couch Park tomorrow in Kitchener.
Hitters count here to Ejo.
3 matchups in 4 days, or 4 games for these teams. Back to the screen, it's fouled, and it's 2-1. Real quirk in the schedule as each team only plays each other 6 times in total around the league, so the Baycats and the Panthers getting 3 of them out of the way early here in June. Laird has a bit of an unusual set position. See, he turns his back almost all the way to the batter and then swivels back to the left. Here's the leg kick, the 2-1. There'll appeal, and he did not go.
Laird loves going to that breaking ball. We saw another one there in a hitter's count, as he's confident throwing it in any count to a hitter.
6-4 Baycats. We're in the 7th. 3 balls, 1 strike to Kenise Ejo. Pitch on the way, and it's low. First base runner off of Nathan Laird here in the 7th.
Possible 2-out rally for the Baycats, and if it's going to be any player who brings in the RBIs with 2 outs, it's going to be Starlin Rodriguez. Already has 3 on the night, as he has 2 runs as well. Had that amazing home run in the bottom of the 1st inning. We'll see if he can do another one here.
Well, Laird needs to be mindful of the danger of hanging a breaking ball to Starlin Rodriguez because he'll get around on it in a hurry. Let's see if he comes at him with a fastball here to start. He does, and he misses, and the count is 1-0.
Important for Starlin Rodriguez to get ahead of in the count this at bat, as he does right there, as makes Laird come to him.
2-run homer, a walk, and a ground out for Rodriguez today. Runner leads. On the ground, and it's past the 3rd baseman. Gets by Applovich, and it's into left field. That'll keep the inning alive.
Designated hitter number 55, Hayden Jaco.
Hayden Jaco is still looking for his first hit as a Baycat. Big opportunity for him here with 2 on and 2 outs. Jaco in the lineup is the DH today. Has a strikeout, a flyout, and a pop-up.
Yep. Baycats could use that first hit here with 2 outs and 2 on.
And now time is called. Laird steps off. And they want to run through the signs again.
Runners take their lead.
So Ejo at second, Rodriguez at first. 2 down in the inning. Laird's first offering. It's in the dirt, ball 1.
Laird missing the zone early. We've seen the last 3 hitters enter the counts and get good hitters counts early.
Fouls it off, and it's 1-1. When you join a new team, you want to get that first hit as early as possible. Sometimes it'll take a few games, but the longer it goes, it just adds to mounting pressure and head games and all kinds of extra challenges and difficulties that you don't want to have to deal with when you're joining a new ball club. Jaco could make his mark with a big hit right here. 2 on, 2 out, 7th inning. 2-run game. There, check the runner. He goes. Pitch on the ground to third, and it's foul.
Close
by
there by
Appleditch.
Jaco.
Off with the pitch was Ejo. If that was fair, it would be interesting to see if Appleditch had a chance to get Ejo at third. He would have had to beat him to the bag. Ejo got a good jump on that pitch, though.
Jaco finds himself at 1-2 with 2 outs and 2 on in the 7th inning.
Let's see if he goes again. Darting in behind him is Whalen. Little cat and mouse with the middle infielders here. Here's the pitch. Got a piece and he stays alive. 1-2 the count.
Little check swing foul by Jaco as the count remains 1-2.
Laird last year, 31 strikeouts, 20 walks. A strike away from getting out of this jam here on the 7th. Here comes the 1-2. Runner goes. And it's lifted to center field, and it will fall in for a base hit. It's picked up by the center fielder. Andy Leader up with it. It's going to score a run. And out at the plate. Applying the tag is Junior Ibarra as they're able to get Starlin Rodriguez. But Kenise Ejo scores ahead of him. So it's now a 7-4 Barrie lead through 7 here at Vintage Throne Stadium. You're watching Rogers TV and Baycats TV.
We be disturbing the peace. Working, we serving the streets. About to go ain't going beast. Bang, bang, leave you sleep.
Carrington comes in, and the
Hard body, and that's
and the score is James Anderson, and the Baycats win.
Join us this summer at the Baycats Summer Baseball Camp.
Danielle May Real Estate, supporting the Barrie Baycats and ready to help with all of your real estate questions. What is your home worth? Should you sell now or wait? Danielle is dedicated to your success. The next time you think real estate, think Danielle May.
We go to the 8th. The Baycats with their biggest lead of the afternoon. It's Barrie 7, Kitchener 4. With Dylan Quinn, I'm Ben Davy.
Third baseman number 15, Klaus Appelvich.
Klaus Appelvich, Jet Jarvis, Blake Jacklin all due up for the Panthers here in the 8th inning, and they will face Juan Benitez, who has had his moments here this afternoon, but has come out unscathed. 3 shutout innings. Panthers have had base runners off of him all 3 innings, but he's been able to pitch out of those jams and keep his team in the lead here today.
Appelvich lays down the bunt on pitch number 1. Fouled off. And Brady Schnarr is warming up in the pen for the Panthers. We'll see if he enters the game.
Starter Aiden Russell went 4 innings today, and Benitez now in his 4th inning of work. Panthers got out of the gate to an early 2-0 lead here this afternoon off Russell. Pitch from Benitez. On the ground over the mound. Shortstop takes it on a hop. Fired over to first by Carson Burns for the out.
Carson Burns, a terrific fielder out there at shortstop.
The right fielder, number 23, Jet Jarvis.
It's been an eventful afternoon for Jet Jarvis at the plate. He's reached base all 3 times, once on an error, once on a fielder's choice, and once on a walk.
Yeah, been already entering this game, batting .359 on the season. Definitely a high average for being there in the 9 slot.
Starting to see more and more of that around the league. A lot of high production guys in the number 9 spot in the order. We've seen Josh Matlow do that on occasion as well.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of that, Ben. If you can give a good hitter in the 9 slot and leave it to turn it over to the top of the order, I think that can greatly benefit a team, and we've seen both Kitchener and Barrie do that in their lineups today.
1 ball and 1 strike to Jet Jarvis. Jarvis hits this one to left center field, towards the gap. And it drops for a hit. Fired in quickly, and it's a long single for Jet Jarvis with 1 out here in the 8th.
And you can see right there the benefit of having a very good hitter in the 9-hitter, as that turns over the order to Blake Jacklin on the top of the order with only 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. We'll see if Juan Benitez can escape yet another jam.
So the 2 right-handers, Hillier and Grieveson, continue to throw in the bullpen. They've been warming up for some time now. Either one of these guys are ready, I would have to think. This one fouled off near the Barrie dugout. Question is, which one of them do you go to? Both right-handers. Be interesting to see what the next move is that Josh Matlow makes.
Yep, and both guys did pitch in the last game against Welland in the 9th inning.
Here's the pitch. Didn't miss by much. 2-1. Benitez wanted that call.
Benitez has been hammering that outside corner on the left side of the plate and hasn't got the benefit of the calls this afternoon.
One pitch. Gets the inside corner for a strike. 1-2. Josh Matlow would love to see Juan Benitez pitch out of this 8th inning. 4th inning of work for the Dominican right-hander this afternoon. 1-2 pitch. Over the third baseman and into left field. Noel McGarry-Doyle picks it up. 2 on here in the 8th for the Panthers.
Yet another 2-base runner jam for Juan Benitez, as this brings up Andy Leader, the speedy center fielder in the second hole today.
Andy Leader.
Well, how much leash do you give Juan Benitez here? He got himself out of jams in the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. Runners on all 3 of those innings.
Well, he is pitching out of the pen, but he has starting pitcher attributes, and you can trust him with innings, and he's escaped jams. I think you stick with him for at least 1 more batter.
He got a big double play to help him in the 7th. Would love a ground ball here in the 8th. And this one is blooped to center field, and it'll drop in the Bermuda Triangle. Burns, Odd, and Ejo all there, and that ball just perfectly placed between the 3 of them.
Tough hit there against Benitez. Not one that's not really his fault. But nonetheless, that brings up the 3-hitter, who we have highlighted every at-bat. The .426 average, 6 home runs, arguably the best hitter in this loaded Kitchener lineup. We'll see what manager Josh Matlow decides to do.
Well, Juan has proven himself in this ball game, and Josh is going to continue to put his confidence in him here. We'll see what happens. 1 out in the inning. Bases are loaded. Nowhere to put Raul Gonzalez. Takes the first pitch, and it's a strike.
Double play does get the Cats out of the inning.
Gonzalez is 0 for 2 against Benitez today, including a strikeout. This one on the ground. Burns to Odd for the double play.
What?
6-4-3, and the Baycats are off the field.
Another jam escape by Juan Benitez, and he is through 5 scoreless. It's 7-4 for the Baycats. You're watching Rogers TV and Baycats TV.
On 3 hits, no errors.
The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room, and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers, and go Baycats!
Two out, runners lead. There they go. Here's the pitch. This one rocked to right field.
Want to come to a Baycats game? Check out our tickets at barriebaycats.com.
Score at least 2. Tuck is in to score. Real behind him.
Welcome back to Vintage Stone Stadium for the 8th inning of Baycats baseball. The 8th inning is brought to you by Expedia Cruises and Barrie, Air, Land, and Sea Vacations. And Adam Odd steps into the left side of the batter's box to face Brady Schnarr, who has pitched 5 1/3 innings this year with a 0 ERA, is yet to allow his first earned run of the year.
And Odd gets to lead off this 8th inning because the 7th ended when Hayden Jaco hit a single to drive home Cadiz Ejo, but Starlin Rodriguez was thrown out at home plate for the 3rd out of the inning.
Schnarr has pitched 5 1/3, only allowed 2 hits and walked 1 with 7 strikeouts, and as I mentioned, 0 earned runs. He's 1-0.
Odd hits it to second. Easy play. Over to first. Well into Wilson.
And that will bring up Josh Cote, who had that huge home run earlier in the game. The moonshot all the way onto probably the highway to put the Baycats up 6-4.
Now both of his home runs have been impressive so far this season. Him and Starlin Rodriguez, as we mentioned, the 2 Baycats with multiple home runs so far.
And how great would the second one here for Cote be to put the Baycats up 8-4?
First pitch swinging, and he got underneath it. Stephen Whalen has it on the grass, 2 down. You know, this is an inning for the Baycats. You want to try to see if you can get something going. Yeah, you're up 3 runs, but still, this team well aware from the last couple of games how tough it can be to get out of the 9th inning, and especially against a team like Kitchener. You want to keep tacking on as many as you can here.
You're absolutely right, Ben. The kryptonite for the Baycats has been that ninth inning, and any insurance here can definitely help them as they try to close it out next inning.
Marcel Lacasse has walked and scored 0 for 2 today. Looks at a first pitch fastball, 1-0.
Lacasse has homered once this year. We'll see if he can do another one here.
Swing and a miss. Schnarr got into 9 games last season for the Panthers. 7 of them were relief appearances. He made 2 starts. 17 innings of work. Was not able to register a win, an 0-3 record, and a 7.78 earned run average.
Maybe
Close
made
pitch
some.
there.
Maybe made some off-season adjustments. Did Schnarr, as he's been terrific this year, and has retired 2 of the Baycats he's faced this far.
Full windup and the 2-1 pitch. High and away. Schnarr kind of ringing out that right arm there. It looked like he wasn't happy with the release of that pitch.
Hitters count to Lacasse.
Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, and the count is full.
Victor Plaz on deck.
Pitch from Schnarr. Foul back to the screen. Baycats 7 runs on 7 hits. The Panthers have out-hit the Baycats 11-7, but they trail by 3. Barrie with the only 2 errors in the game so far.
Yeah, the story of the game has been runners left on base or not left on base. For Kitchener, most of their runners have been left on base, where Barrie has been cashing in on those ducks on the pond, if you will.
Here's the pitch. Got a piece and he stays alive. 3-2 the count. Schnarr to Lacasse. Called strike 3 on the curveball. Froze him. Down he goes. And the Panthers are off the field in the 8th. So, Baycats 3 outs away from ending their losing streak and getting back to the 500 mark.
No hits, no errors,
And we'll see if they go to the bullpen here. Through 8, it is the Baycats up by a score of 7-4. You're watching Baycats TV and Rogers TV in Barrie.
Premier North Windows and Doors is a proud supporter of the Barrie Baycats, locally owned and operated, and specializing in window replacement and door installation. Simcoe County's #1 choice for windows and doors. Classic Car Wash, customizing your car wash experience using high-quality products. Their team of experts will make sure your car is shining like new when you drive away. Give your car the VIP treatment it deserves at Classic Car Wash in Barrie. The Collingwood Brewery at 10 Sanford Fleming, producing delicious lagers, ales, and seltzers since 2014. The proud home of the Baycats Brew. Check out their retail shop and tap room and select products at the LCBO, beer store, and grocery stores. Cheers and go Baycats!
Ninth inning at Vintage Throne Stadium in Springwater Township. I'm Ben Davy. Thank you for joining us here on Baycats TV. As Juan Benitez is back out for his 5th inning of work, and he will face Liam Wilson, Keegan Marsden, and Junior Ibarra.
Josh Matlow trusting the guy who's got him this far into the game. It's Juan Benitez on the mound to close it out.
We've talked a lot about the Baycats' 9th inning woes over the last couple of games, losing to Welland in a 4-4 tie, allowing 5 runs here on Thursday night, and then collapsing in the 9th inning in Kitchener on Sunday afternoon. That could all come to an end if Juan Benitez can close the door here with a 3-run lead in the 9th. First pitch, fastball, and it misses, and he's behind 1-0 to Liam Wilson, who has reached base all 4 times today.
And this 9th inning is brought to you by Expedia Cruises in Barrie, Air, Land, and Sea Vacations.
Right back to the mound off Benitez. It's picked up by Burns, makes the throw, and it's in time for the out.
What a play there by Carson Burns as the ball went off the glove of Juan Benitez. And that's a nice play there to record the first out of the inning, and the Baycats are 2 outs away.
1-6-3, the put out on Liam Wilson. Off Benitez, Burns made the throw. It was a bouncer, and a nice job by Plas to keep it in the glove for the out.
And we've mentioned the fielding prowess of Juan Benitez. Would have been interesting to see if he could get his glove on there, but in some of those situations, you almost don't want to risk it with the shortstop behind you.
You got to think quick. It's just such a reactionary play. I've seen pitchers, I think we saw it in the Welland game, where the ball got by, the pitcher decided not to, and it got by, and it was a costly hit.
I believe that was Hillier on the mound for that one.
2-0 the count here as Benitez is behind Marsden. A lot of fans here at the park, I'm sure, and certainly us, we thought we might see Brandon Hillier or Brad Grieveson come on in the 9th inning, and that Benitez was kind of being used to set the stage for that, but not the case. Josh Matlow showing full confidence in the Dominican right-hander, and he's leaving him out there to close the door here in this 9th inning.
A huge out with Keegan Marsden at the plate. The DH for tonight, only batting 161 early in the year, albeit in 31 at-bats.
4 shutout innings for Benitez, but he's allowed base runners all 4 innings. And now a base runner here in the 9th. So Junior Ibarra will bat. Tying run for the Panthers is on deck. And that is Stephen Whalen swinging the bat, hopeful for an at-bat here. Middle infield looking for the ground ball double play. Carson Burns and Adam Odd.
Yep, double play wins it, and up the middle, Adam Odd and Carson Burns been fantastic in the field today. Made numerous plays to get the Baycats out of jams, and if there's any two who the ball would benefit being hit to, it's those two.
And this one is hit to left field. McGarry Doyle has a drop in front of him for a base hit. 2 on, and the tying run comes to the plate.
Well, how about this, Ben? Juan Benitez in the top of the 9th finds himself in yet another jam. I'm sure those listeners have heard those words too many times tonight, and let's see if he can do his magic one more time and get out of the inning and secure a Baycats win.
Josh Matlow is not coming out to talk to him. He's just going to let Juan try to finish the business here. 2 on, 1 out, 9th inning, tying run at the plate. This is Stephen Whalen, 7-4 Baycats. Benitez working quickly. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses.
Benitez has been hitting that outside corner all night. Didn't get the call there.
Pitch to Whalen. Breaking ball just high. It is 2-0.
Very nice breaking ball there. Tough call.
Klaus Appelvich on deck. Marsden at second. Ibarra at first. Benitez not paying any attention to the base runners. Gets the sign, comes set. Leg kick and the delivery. Another one that just missed. He went back to the breaking pitch. It's 3-0 now.
6 straight balls here by Benitez. Let's see if he can find the zone on 3-0.
Hillier is throwing. 3-0. taking all the way is Whalen, and it's a called strike. He was not going to help Benitez out at all. Now with a 3-1 count, if he sees something, you better believe he's going to get the green light. Pitch from Benitez. And it's hit to left center field, and it's going to fall into the gap. It's going to be extra bases. It goes all the way to the wall. Marsden is going to score. They will hold Ibarra at third. So 2 in scoring position. The Panthers make it a 7-5 game.
And what really hurts you on that hit is it breaks up the force play. A ground ball could have gotten them out of the game, but now the ground ball still allows one more out.
I like that decision to hold Ibarra at third. If you're the Panthers, that's a smart move right there. You don't want to give the Baycats any free outs here in the ninth. Keep these runners on, and now you've got 2 in scoring position for Klaus Appelvich.
Yep.
Josh Cote is out to chat with Juan Benitez, but Josh Matlow is staying put in the dugout.
No longer in a game-tying run at the plate situation. It is now the go-ahead run at the plate for the Panthers. Sorry, go-ahead run on at the plate.
So first base is open, but Appelvich is 1 for 4 today. I don't think you want to face Jet Jarvis with the bases loaded. I'd imagine they're going to come right at him here. Inside corner missed. Benitez falling behind here, and that's got to be a concern.
You do have a base open with the 9-hitter on deck, but that is a risky play to lose Appelvich here.
Gets the called strike. He's been so close around those corners. Finally gets one his way. He is working quickly, but Benitez does not need a pitch clock. He comes set. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off, right side, and he's ahead now 1-2. You know, now that they got a run off Benitez, in my mind I thought maybe this is where Josh brings in Hillier. Panthers have finally gotten to him, but he's going to stay out there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good crowd here at Vintage Throne Stadium with the applause, and now Benitez wants to run through the signs again with his catcher Josh Cote. Stepping out is Appelvich. Ibarra at third, Whalen at second, 1 out. 7-5 Baycats. Pitch on the way. On the ground to Benitez, gloves it, looks the runner back, throws to first, it's low, but picked by Plaz.
We've talked about the fielding of Benitez all night, and what a great play that was to check the runner at third, and it looks like he's maybe injured as he's kicking that left leg. But what a play by Benitez to catch the ball, throw it to first, and make sure the runner from third does not score. Baycats now 1 out away.
I'm not sure if he overextended that left leg. He's shaking it out there on the mound. Time is called. Everybody in to check on Juan Benitez, but what a big out. Look both runners back. Got the throw to first. It was low, but Plaz was able to dig it out.
And it looks like Benitez is going to stay out there. Possibly came down awkwardly as he came down on the uneven mound, but he's got 1 out to go, and Josh Matlow going to trust the guy who's got him all the way here.
So 2 out in the inning, and here's the number 9 hitter, Jet Jarvis.
The right fielder, number 23.
We talked about earlier the benefit of having a good hitter in the 9 slot as it turns it over to the top of the order, and none more exemplary of having that benefit right here.
Fastball looks good, but he does not get the call from the home plate umpire, Adam DeCare.
Fans don't like that call very much.
Josh Matlow showing supreme confidence in Juan Benitez here. 2 out in the 9th. Here's the pitch. High fastball, and he's behind 2-0. Now, you don't want to put Jarvis on. First base is open. You got Blake Jacklin right behind him. That's a tough out as well.
No easy outs here for the Baycats.
Called strike, 2-1.
Nice off speed there by Benitez. Moves away from the fastball he's been trusting all night. He's 2 strikes away.
Tying run at second base. 7-5 Barrie. Here's the pitch for Benitez. Called strike on the inside corner. Jarvis wasn't happy with that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch on the ground to second. Adam Odd to first, and it's in time for the out, and the Baycats have won.
What a relief inning or relief outing from Juan Benitez as the Baycats escaped so many jams to win the game 7-5. Baycats finally get one over the Panthers and move back to 500 early on in the year.
Juan Benitez getting handshakes and high fives from his teammates and somewhat contained celebration on the mound. Don't want to jump around too much. Hopefully he's okay. But after what looked like a possible injury, midway through that inning, his manager leaves him out there showing confidence, and Benitez gets the job done and records the final out. Final score, Baycats 7, Panthers 5.
Wasn't that a great way for the game to end? Benitez in another jam, runners on base, and he gets out of it. Baycats win. Great win for the Baycats.
The rematch is tomorrow afternoon in Kitchener, and hopefully you can join us and watch that broadcast online on Baycats TV. Thanks for joining us, and good afternoon from Vintage Throne Stadium in Springwater.